Good day. This is News Compact on Rulers World TV. I'm Ololade Bolariwa. First, the headlines. Federal government orders nationwide relocation of cattle to grazing reserves. Sowore sues DSS, Meta, and heads after federal government files cybercrime charges. Dangote reacts to business criticism. First Lady congratulates Hilda Baci. New Nepal Interim Minister sworn in. Tobi Amusan wins silver in Tokyo, slams AFN over sports kits. Now the news in details. The federal government has directed that all cattle across the country be relocated into designated grazing reserves. The policy, announced earlier this week, is aimed at curbing the persistent clashes between farmers and herders that have led to loss of lives, destruction of farmland, and rising food insecurity in different parts of Nigeria. Government officials says the move will also promote modern livestock management, reduce open grazing, and improve national security. However, critics that most grazing reserves are poorly equipped, lacking basic infrastructure such as water supply, security, and veterinary services. The one that without proper preparations, herders may resist relocation, making the policy difficult to implement. The directive has sparked debate nationwide, with some stakeholders calling it a long overdue step toward peace, while others insist it may deep intentions if not carefully managed. Human rights and Sarah Reporters publisher Omoyele Sowore has sued the Department of State Service DSS alongside tech giant Meta and X following criminal charges filed against him by the federal government. Sowore recently described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a criminal in a social media post, prompting the DSS to petition Meta and X to delete his post and suspend his account. When the request was not met, the government filed a five-count charge against him under the Cybercrime Act 2024 and the Criminal Code Act. In response, Sowore, through his legal team, filed two fundamental rights suits at the Federal High Court in Abuja, is seeking protection from what he describes as an attempt to silence him, while also challenging efforts to deactivate his social media accounts. The case has intensified debate over freedom of speech and digital rights in Nigeria. Supporters argue that Sowore is defending democratic value, while critics say his choice of language was provocative and disrespectful to the office of the president. African richest man Aliko Dangote has responded to mounting criticism surrounding his business practice and dominance in key sectors of the Nigerian economy. Dangote, whose conglomerate spans cement, sugar, salt, and recently launched oil refinery, has faced accusations of enjoying monopoly privilege and stifling competitions. Critics also argue that his dominance contributes to rising prices of essential goods in the country. In his reaction, Dangote dismissed the claims as unfair, insisting that the companies operate within the law and contribute significantly to Nigerians' economy through job creation, infrastructure development, and tax revenue. He maintained that the refinery, in particular, was built to address Nigerians' long-standing foreign import challenges, not to exploit customers. The business mogul emphasized that rather than monopoly, his success in decades of investing and risk-taking, while urging Nigerians to support indigenous enterprises that can compete globally. Nigerian First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has congratulated Chef Hilda Baci on a remarkable achievement in the Guinness World Record. Hilda Baci recently gained international recognition for setting a new world record in the cooking marathon, an event that captured global attention and earned widespread admiration from Nigerians at home and abroad. In a congratulatory message, the First Lady praised Baci's resilience, passion, and determination, describing her as a symbol of hope, inspiration for young people across the country. She added that the feat not only celebrates individual excellence, but also projects Nigeria positively on the global stage. The First Lady urged Nigerian youth to emulate Hilda's dedication and commitment while reaffirming our office support for initiatives that promote talent, innovation, and national pride. Now on international news. Nepal has sworn in a group of new interim ministers as part of efforts to stabilize the country's political transition. The oath-taking ceremony held in Kathmandu brought together members of various political factions who will oversee key ministries until fresh elections are conducted. President Ramachandra Hordos preside over the swearing-in at the presidential palace, urging the new cabinet members of the prioritize unity and national interest during their tenure. He emphasized that the interim arrangement was a critical step towards restoring confidence in the past democratic process. The development follows week of political negotiations and protest over government issues. Analysts say the interim ministers will face immediate challenge, including managing public discontent and laying the groundwork for credible elections expecting in the coming months. Now on sport news. Nigerian sprint hurdlers and world record holder Tobi Amusan clinked the silver medal in the women's 100-meter hurdles at the 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo, clocking 12.28 seconds. Just before the competition, Amusan openly criticized the athletes in the Federation of Nigeria (AFN) over what she described as poor skates provided to athletes. She revealed that Nigerian athletes were given only a small nylon bag with limited items and no shirts, unlike athletes from other countries who received full kits in proper kits. The AFN, however, dismissed the claims, arguing that the kits met international standards and blaming the backlash on timing and packaging issues rather than actual shortcomings. The role has since sparked debate among sport fans, with many backing Amuson and urging the federation to prioritize athletes' welfare while others call for unity as Nigeria continues to prepare for upcoming championship. That will be all for now on Rulers World TV. For more updates, visit our website at www.rulersworldtv.com and subscribe to our YouTube handle, Rulers World TV, and do follow us on our social media handle, X, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, all at Rulers World TV. I'm Olalade Balariwa. Thank you for watching.